So I want to talk about the problem with having denominations, and as you guys probably know by now, I'm not very good with intros, so I'm just gonna get right into the meat of the video, as some people call it. Anyway, so first things first, is Jesus prayed for us and desires us to be united together just as he and God are. And how can we do that with so many denominations arguing over who's right and who's wrong about trivial matters? And how can we show the world that and those who are lost that we are united under Christ if we're so caught up in fighting over doctrines that don't even really matter and that take away from the true message of Jesus and the fact that he desires the whole world to be saved and wants the lost to see his glory through us. And also, I see denominations as a form of legalism, and that kind of goes in hand with my first point. What I mean by that is, if you, I'm not even talking about anybody in denominations, I'm just talking about the idea of denominations. If you don't believe what a particular denomination believes, they tend to outcast you and say you're not a Christian, you don't believe in Jesus because you don't believe this doctrine or that doctrine or whatever. And how can we say we're siblings in Christ and show that to the lost if we treat our own siblings like that? And how can we show those who are lost that faith in Jesus doesn't require legalism or following a whole bunch of rules if we try to push that we have to follow rules that we ourselves make up that Jesus didn't even teach, and outcast each other and don't even call each other believers in Christ and brothers and sisters if we don't believe in teachings that we ourselves make up. It also goes directly against, again, I'm going to go back to this point, what Jesus prays for us and desires us to have, which is I'm going to make up a word, unition, or to be united, just as he and God are. How can we be united if we're so caught up in fighting? How can we show that the only thing you need to obtain salvation is love and true faith in Jesus if we shove rules and regulations and doctrines down people's throats? And I am not saying having proper knowledge and theology isn't important. It is, and it's completely underrated, I guess you could say, these days. What I'm saying is, it's not the most important. And we tend to forget what Jesus really wants us to show, which is his love. Not saying rules are not important. Rules and obedience are extremely important. But what's most important is love. And so I just pray that no matter what denomination you're a part of, you remember the main point of our mission is to show the love of Jesus, not a rule book of rules that don't even apply to us anymore, and just to show the love of Jesus. And while teach rules and teach, obedience to Jesus, obviously, don't try to be all, you need to do this and that and the other to obtain salvation and to make God happy, because we can't make God happy no matter what. What makes God happy with us is faith through Jesus. No works are good, but they make him happy when they're done for him and done for Jesus, not when we just do them for, to make ourselves look good. So, with all this being said, I pray that you guys keep your eyes and heart on the main message of the gospel, and don't let your denomination push you into outcasting your fellow brothers and sisters just because they don't belong to the same denomination. Because we need to show those who are lost the love of Jesus that is available to everyone if they simply believe in Him and trust in Him with all their hearts and all that. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and God bless.